No, no, no. No, God!
Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, The Shield. Many would say the greatest faction in WWE history. Group so successful that every single member became a world champion in WWE. And today, I'll talk about one of the most heartbreaking moments in WWE. Seth Rollins turning his back on The Shield that led to its breakup. Only later for Roman to go like, nah, he's a good dude. Then later act like he never forgave him. But anyway, why am I trying to find logic in wrestling? There was literally a zombie apocalypse in WWE. Stories so deep that even now, a decade later, it's a big part of WWE storytelling. Everyone remembers when that chair was getting closer to Roman's back and some fans started screaming. I hear you, brother. I feel you. So let's go down the memory lane and talk about The Shield. But before that, you know what to do. You gotta smash that like button, brother. You just gotta you gotta annihilate it. You gotta smash the like button, you gotta subscribe. I gotta finish my story. 500,000 subscribers. All these men don't really need an introduction. Now Roman Reigns is the face of the company, longest reigning WWE champion of this generation, who also apparently has like 69 cousins. No, seriously, WWE, is every Samoan related? Seth Rollins is also a major player in the WWE, multi-time world champion who occasionally dresses like a vagina. Then there's Dean Ambrose, who also had a lot of success in WWE and now in AEW. He's doing shit like getting spaghetti up his head or something along those lines. He just wants to do extreme shit. And in WWE, he couldn't. Remember, kids? WWE put smiles on people's faces. What matters is that Dean Ambrose is probably a lot more happy. Excuse me, John Moxley! His name is John Moxley! Easy, cowboy. It wasn't always like that. The Shield made their debut at the Survivor Series pay-per-view in November 2012 during a WWE Championship match between CM Punk and Ryback, my favorite. The Shell Shock doing, Eat Me More saying, Cheeto eating, Shrek kissing, Goldberg wannabe. In this match, the Shield debuted by helping CM Punk to retain the WWE Championship. It's kinda interesting because the original Shield idea was a lot different. Yes, their goal was to fight injustice in the WWE, but the original plan was for the Shield to be, well, kinda CM Punk's faction. They were supposed to protect CM Punk, but I guess that quickly changed once WWE realized how much potential there is in that faction. But it simply was it CM Punk's faction?
Nope.
Also, apparently in Roman's place, we were supposed to get Cassius Ohno. Now, no disrespect, all good. I know a lot of people are saying, oh my god! Cassius Ohno is so much better! I get that, he's a great wrestler, but come, just look at this guy. Can you really question WWE's decision to put Roman Reigns in that faction? Great body, decent wrestler, handsome, barks. I get why they chose the big dog. Woof woof. The Shield quickly dominated WWE and became fan favorites. Dean Ambrose won the United States Championship. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns became the tag team champions. They also had a great 6-man tag undefeated streak that eventually got broken by Team Hell No and Randy Orton on SmackDown. The most Vince McMahon thing ever. Oh, you have this streak. God damn it, it would be a shame if it would be broken on SmackDown. A show that, mind you, was taped, so people knew that shit before it even happened. Yes, SmackDown was not always live. They also had a fun rivalry with the Wyatt family, two biggest WWE factions at the time, but my personal favorite part of the Shield's journey in the WWE is the rivalry against Evolution. But we'll get back to that. Looking back, it seemed like Dean Ambrose was the leader of the Shield. And I'm not just talking personally, he was the singles champion. He entered in the middle. It seemed like WWE had high hopes for Dean Ambrose, but then, you know what happened. Holy shit, look at that guy. The hair, the face, the eyes. They made Roman wear eye lenses for a while. Oh my god, the cock! Which is understandable. Again, look at Roman Reigns. Looking back, it's crazy how I used to look at the Shield. So I knew that eventually they're going to become single stars, but I had no idea how it's going to, plan out. I thought Dean Ambrose was going to be a serious character. He ended up doing a lot of goofy shit. When it comes to Roman, yeah, I get it. But I was kinda hoping for a theme song change and an attire change. And when it comes to Seth Rollins, I was like, he's a mid-carder. He's a great wrestler and all, but he's Jeff Hardy. I remember thinking, he's gonna be like Jeff Hardy. Which is so dumb. But the story of the Shield's betrayal kinda begins on Raw after WrestleMania. During a WWE Championship match between Daniel Bryan and Triple H, Batista, Kane, and Orton tried to help Triple H beat Daniel Bryan. But the Shield came for the rescue. And I remember watching this, okay, we're seeing Triple H, we're seeing Randy, we're seeing Batista. Does that mean we're getting an Evolution reunion? I hope so. I really hope so. The next week on Raw, Triple H plays the Shield in a 11-on-3 handicap match. Seems like a challenge. Randy and Cena would disagree. They almost beat the entire Raw roster. And Evolution made their return as a faction. We got Titantron, we got the theme song. Man, I was so excited. My favorite childhood faction is back in the WWE. And no pop. Nobody popped. It was silent. Fandango used to get better reactions during that time. That's what... You sickos. Evolution returns, no reaction, no pop. This is a message for the WWE. Hey, Triple H, so here's the thing.
Hey, heard you like Nia Jax now.
Yeah, I love Nia. I do, now. So, never go back to that place where Evolution didn't get a pop. I remember watching this, and since I really liked Evolution, I said, F the Shield. I like the Shield, I love the Shield, they were cool. But once Evolution came back, I switched teams, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a victim of nostalgia, is what I'm trying to tell you. I honestly enjoyed the story for what it was. We got a lot of cool moments, two of the biggest WWE factions in history. We got 2 pay-per-view matches in which the Shield won both. I get it now, obviously, but hated it back then. And let me remind you how terrible the crowd was during that era again. We're seeing 2 of the greatest factions in the ring and people are chanting Blue Tista because he wore blue underwear. Yeah. Triple H was frustrated with all the losses, but he pulled a plan B out of his pocket. We see Randy Orton and Triple H, the Shield in the ring. Rollins had a steel chair. Is he gonna sit on it? Triple H says, it's time for plan B. There's always a plan B. And Seth Rollins turned on his brothers. Roman's slow fall. The look on Dean's Moxley! The look on Moxley's face. And Rollins just kept hitting his brothers with a steel chair with no remorse. The closing shot on Raw was Seth Rollins standing next to Triple H as his Shield brothers were laying in the ring. I remember watching the segment. I was absolutely shocked the Shield broke up. You know, it was end of an era, really. It was really sad.
Oh, no.
Then I thought, Evolution 2.0? Maybe? Maybe. Seth Rollins, Triple H, Randy Orton, keep the theme song? Didn't happen. Seth Rollins just started dressing like a condom, which was kinda nice. This moment had so much impact in the WWE. When a crowd is so bad that they didn't pop for Evolution, but they showed so much emotion for the Shield's, you know, breakup, it shows you how over you had to be during that time in the WWE, and they absolutely were. It was a crazy moment because now, instead of a one big faction, we're getting 3 possible main eventers who could be leading the WWE for the next decade. And they absolutely did until they decided to put a mask on Dean Ambrose's face because the crowd smells. Little confession right here. Unpopular opinion. Hot take, hot take. Burning take. Sure, it was cringy, but it wasn't that bad. It was so fun watching the character changes, what Seth Rollins is going to do next, what Roman Reigns is going to do next, what Dean Ambrose is going to do next. Seth Rollins completely reinvented himself and became the architect, claiming that he built the Shield. Mind you, weeks before the betrayal, we saw some cracks in the Shield. It wasn't out of nowhere, but we just didn't want to accept that. He claimed he carried the Shield on his back. Dean Ambrose became a crazy guy who took care of plants and shit. Yeah, Ambrose had his ups and downs. When it comes to Roman, he peaked when he turned heel, let's be honest right here. I will never understand WWE's decision to give new characters to Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins and keep Roman the way he was. Same theme song, same attire. Roman, it's over. Move on. You're the strongest guy on the roster. Do you really need a West? As great, as significant as this breakup was, WWE are kinda known for ruining things. So, we did get a Shield reunion in 2017. It wasn't really for the sake of a story, it was WWE's attempt to get Roman Reigns over. How do I know that? He always entered in the middle, he acted like the leader, he was the champion. They entered with not the Shield's version of the theme song, they entered with Roman's version of that theme song. You know, Shield's music goes like and Roman's theme song goes let's move on. And I get that, it's wrestling, it's weekly television. I understand once everybody is a babyface, now they get along. But it takes away from the moment. I wish this reunion never happened. I wish the Shield reunion could happen like a year from now. Right? When it actually makes sense and all the wounds are healed. This was kinda unnecessary in my opinion. It's way too early. But let's ignore that we did get a reunion, right? This is such a big moment that Seth Rollins still keeps with Roman Reigns. It's still a big part of WWE storytelling. At the Royal Rumble, Seth Rollins literally entered with the Shield's theme song and attire to get into Roman's head, and it absolutely worked. This story is so important that the longest reigning WWE Championship title reign of this generation ended because of what happened with the Shield. At WrestleMania, during a WWE Championship match, Roman Reigns had the opportunity to either hit Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins in the back, either retain the championship or get his revenge. Well, Roman got his revenge, but at what cost? He lost the WWE Championship. I'm looking into it a little bit too much, but it's all about interpretation. You can tell Roman smiling and he's eating that pin. Obviously, he's probably smiling because he had a great championship title reign and a great match, but you can look at it a little bit differently. He's smiling because, yeah, he knows he's losing that championship now, but he got to hit Seth Rollins in the back. People 12 years after the Shield made their debut, they're still absolutely killing it in the wrestling business. Even Jon Moxley was doing his own thing in AEW. Now, I'm not the type of person who selfishly would say, I wish Jon Moxley would come back to WWE. I get why he left. He's probably a lot happier in AEW. He wants the freedom. He wants to do extreme shit. WWE's PG, then now forever, putting smiles on people's faces. But since the Shield story is so big in the WWE still, I kinda do wish Dean Ambrose was in the WWE right now. They keep talking about the Shield, keep showing us these video packages, and there's no mention of Dean Ambrose. Just kind of a shame. But let me know in the comments below, how did you feel when Seth Rollins finally betrayed the Shield? Who did you expect to get the most success in the WWE? Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe if you already didn't. Yeah, boy, the great one. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.